Get back, here it is. The season's on the line. Two receivers left and right. McCown takes the snap. He steps up. He's all by himself. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown!
Sports Show. We are the best beat-ready sports show live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 8:45. I'm here in Studio 725 with Dr. Moonlight Graham. It is 8:45. We have nailed it tonight. Absolutely nailed it. Moonlight.
What's up?
I like it.
Light in the moon.
Pepper's over there. The clock thing threw me off. I was rolling, and then the clock started dancing, and it just was a mess from there. So, Pepper, stat guy, repping the Eagles?
Go Eagles. Mean Green, baby.
Yeah, that's
Is
right.
that
Ooh, GMG.
I didn't know what to do with it. I like
You just throw it up.
You've worn that hat before.
Yeah.
Is that your favorite hat from all the college experience you have? Which is the favorite hat you own from all of the places that you attended or played ball?
Did the other ones make hats?
Yeah, well, I didn't get one from NCTC, obviously, but I have this Arkansas hat that's like big letters, Razorback all across
seen
it.
that one.
Right.
I like that. I think that was my favorite
That's
hat.
a sick hat. That's a snapback though, isn't it?
Yeah, this one is.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's pretty sweet. Like the
I
color,
know. I really like this
the
hat.
color
too.
contrast. I feel like I've seen a logo similar in like green and white on top of each other by one of our sponsors.
Yeah, Victory Sports Rehab for all your sprains, strains, and injuries. We'll get you back on the field quick.
It's like the Philadelphia Eagles.
I was like, where's he
Except
going? with this one?
it's a V. It's not an eagle, but
Yeah.
it is a phenomenal color combo and graphic that you've got rocking on your t-shirts, sweaters, hoodies,
On everything.
all those great things.
Got to brand it all.
Love it. Produce, wearing the Mad Hat.
Mad Hat.
He's now the Mad Hatter.
And
You mad, bro?
what t-shirt is that tonight that you are wearing?
Whoa, out of focus. How
A
you
little
doing?
bit. Hey, look, the window's in there again.
It's
How does the freaking window end up in the picture every week? It's like, am I moving the camera?
No, he always moves the camera.
Why?
He gets bored sometimes.
it's Phoebe Bridgers.
It's like a bat. It's got bat wings.
It's supposed to be like a metal T-shirt, but she's like a real like soft like acoustic singer-songwriter
Seriously?
person. Yeah. So
That's awesome. I love it.
Is
What's
that
her
kinda
name
what-
again?
Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Spelled
Shout out.
Spelled Phoebe Bridgers.
I like it. Hey, everybody hold up your picture from the show. These are stats pictures he took with his camera that he was required to get in order to be on camera. These are really well shot. This is a new way of shooting. They're really, really deep.
That one.
They look better on camera.
They do.
They actually do, yeah. These are deep.
Oh, those are nice. Look how good I did.
The color combo is actually like this matches what I'm wearing.
This is a filter,
does.
actually.
Yeah,
Hashtag yes filter.
It's called the Stat Guy filter. You can't get it yet on Etsy, but it will be available soon. It's actually not going to be.
Blake looks good.
I know. This is actually a pretty legit
Yeah,
photo.
these are quality. So these will be on sale on our merch page once those are up. Signed.
Once we get the copies back. in
Bush
2
League
weeks.
co-host pictures will be up ready for sale soon enough.
And they need to know how much trouble I had to go through to get those pictures developed. I took them to Walmart, as you do, and they're like, hey, we got to actually send this off because we can't do anything about this here because it's like actual film, not on like an SD card.
It's because you don't actually do that anymore.
And then I had to wait like 10 days for them to come in.
I believe the actual
outrage.
interaction went, hey, I've got this camera, it needs to be developed. You think you could develop these for me? And the guy looks at him and is like, what is this, 1994? And then he's like, I don't know. I'm just trying
was
to
born
be
in
on a
94.
show. Like,
just trying to take some pictures.
Listen, I need somebody to help me with these photos. Help.
and he just
Please.
kept saying, what is this, 1994?
Yeah.
It's like, can you just do your job for me, please?
Listen, man, I just want the photos printed. All right? That's all I want.
You literally have one job to do back there.
One job. You got one job.
And like
Not
I said,
2, not 11.
One.
and like I said, what is this, 1994?
Hey, One of my favorite things that you say, I've thought about this at least 5 times in the last month, is when you go, you had one job.
I say it a lot.
I know. I love that quote.
Do you actually say that at work a lot?
Yeah.
Under your breath?
HR would probably hate me if I did.
Well, do it anyway.
Who's HR?
Yeah, they got one job.
Howard Russell. Who?
He's a guy.
Well,
He
All right.
exists.
whatever. Hey, do you want to give us the rundown tonight?
He just put candy in his mouth. He thought
Bro.
he talked already, so he thought he was done.
Yeah.
That's not candy. Those are
Oh.
Ritz crackers.
Rich Crackers.
Not-
a sponsor.
That's
I did bring him his Twizzlers.
That's dinner.
That is dinner.
I used to break out in a rash when I would eat those. And when I say rash, I mean full parts of my body would break out. Like if I did squats
Which
that
ones?
day, if I did the Ritz peanut butter crackers, I'm not
which,
kidding.
Which
Which parts of your body?
If I would squat that day and eat Ritz crackers, the entire bottom half of me, I'm not kidding, was covered in a like straight up
Wow.
rash. If I did bench and back or something like that, it would be the total whatever part of my body I worked out. That's the part that got
Do
impacted.
you sweat peanut butter?
I want to.
Is it like those Gatorade commercials except with peanut butter?
Can I write a paper on that?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Let's conduct an experiment. Is it itchy or you just
Dude,
get
it was
red?
awful. I quit eat. I haven't had a Ritz cracker since I was 24 years old because of that.
Hey,
Produce, toss one over here.
No, I'm not doing it now. We're gonna be in the middle of the
let's-
show.
What'd you
Let's
work
see
out
if
today?
Let's see if his mouth.
I did legs. It's gonna
That's
be my,
down to a
my butt,
rash.
and it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
So instead of asking you what you worked out, we're just gonna give you a cracker,
And we're gonna
and
see-
then we're
Then
gonna
we
check.
should watch.
every time I see you.
You have to stand here in your underwear, and we're gonna wait.
I was saying, has to see your butt every time I see you now.
Hey, man,
you work-
let me,
Did you work your legs out yesterday? Let me see your
let me
butt.
see your butt.
Hey guys, is it cool if I do the rundown?
No, this is fun.
Hey guys, can
We're
I
talking
do
about
the
Ritz and butts. Like,
guys?
what-
Hey, can I do the rundown?
You were eating crackers, and we were buying time.
Hey,
You're
can
welcome.
I do the rundown?
Do the rundown.
So Gruden robs Steelers. We're also going to be talking about Foles replacing Bortles. Hate that name, by the way. I just don't like that guy's name.
That's why we call him Brodels.
Cool. Collins goes from. No, I'm just kidding. I saw the thing. He's going to what? NFC? I don't have the rundown in front
Yeah,
of
he's
me.
going to Washington.
Washington.
Yep.
Did I not?
He stays in NFC East.
Did I
There
not
you go.
finish the thought on
You
the
did- you did
rundown?
No,
you,
not
you
on
did
the
not. You did not.
And then we've got some other free agency stuff going on. MLB opens up in 16 days. Harper, talking about him again. We've got our
course.
2019 predictions. We're also talking about LeBron James again.
LeBron.
LeBron. I'm sorry, LeBron.
James.
It auto-corrected me from LeBron to LeBron.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Huh. That
But
sucks.
Redemption will always get auto-corrected in, which is good, which is okay, which redeems autocorrect.
It redemptions it,
Yeah. Yes, correct.
especially in a race.
We're also talking about Golden State. San Antonio is getting hit with Batman. That was a bad joke. Dirk is calling out social media. And then we're also talking about NCAA. Get the camera off me.
Okay, well, quick shout out to Necessary Evil, the Manhattan Project Beer Company here in Dallas. My friend, the craft beer doctor, recommended this one this last week. It's been phenomenal. What are you drinking tonight?
I am drinking Turning Point African Dream Pop. It's a goes with strawberry, mango, and ginger.
Whoa.
Yeah, you tasted it. It's pretty tasty, right?
I didn't taste it. I
Oh.
just smelled it.
You want to taste it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here you go. Now this is a sour beer that's made by Turning Point. Produce and I went there on Friday.
That's cute.
That's like
Doesn't even taste like beer.
no, it's like a Sour Patch Kids in a cup drink version, even better.
Yes.
Wow.
That's a good description.
That is a good
That was a
Thank
good
you.
description. I've been
Thanks,
trying
guys.
to figure out how to describe it all day.
Just did it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There it is. Voila.
And I am drinking the perfect beer,
Uh-oh.
Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Which is like I believe the largest independently owned beer company in
Yeah.
America.
And-
So shout out to Sierra Nevada.
Where are
And
they
I'm
from?
having this for the first time, or this is the first 6-pack I've gotten of this, and
Perfect.
it's incredible.
So that was our segment to pitch Dr. Graham's next podcast, the Dr. Beer
Beer with moonlight.
The Dr. Beer.
Beer in the moonlight.
Beer in
That's
the
how you say it.
Doctors staring at beers in the moon. I don't know. You got to have doctor in there somewhere.
Yeah.
My daughter just got a phone this week, so shout out to Tanner.
How's that going?
Yeah.
She's so excited about the phone. She's had 2 dreams the last night. Nightmares about losing her phone or the phone breaking. Like, she gets up and comes in the morning. She's like, hey, like, Dad, like, last night I had this awful dream. Like, I pushed the button and it all fell apart. Anyway, so she just texted me and said, are you on Insta? And then yelled, Dad.
Now
Babe,
she can get a hold of you anytime.
Been on the show for a year.
You got some sweet new glasses this week.
I did. These are Warby Parkers. So if you haven't been to Warby Parker, you need some glasses, you can get a pair of glasses for $95. They have a coupon code for the first time, and you get like 20% off. So it's like $19. So it's $76 for your glasses. If you don't have a updated prescription, they'll update it for $40 for you, and you can rock glasses like this. I got these because Von Miller inspired me to have some kind of fat glasses. He's pretty cool and stylish, and so I was like, I like Von. I like his glasses. I'm gonna get some.
Clear's in right now too. That's actually, I've been looking at getting some clear glasses. I got to go to the
Same.
eye doctor next month. So
Yeah. Warby Parker, like I said, they are half the price of what I paid for glasses before, and I love them unless I'm in the gym and they slide off my nose.
and that was with the prescription.
It's $40 to have your prescription updated. Like, they check it and validate. Okay, yes, update it. Here you go. So you don't have to go to the doctor and spend $75 to $150.
But the 95 is with prescription.
The 95 is like fully like sent to you.
Yeah, with the lenses.
Yes.
Okay,
Done deal.
Yeah,
It was 76. I'll give you the coupon code because it was 76 once they took 20% off. So it was like $19 came off the price. So I got my glasses in hand for $76 plus $40 to have my prescription updated.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have talked no sports at all, but we've pitched
So speaking of fashion,
beer, fashion, glasses, and my daughter's new phone.
yeah. But speaking of fashion, there's a guy who is super fashionable with a blonde mustache that we're going to talk about.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and kick it off there. We also call him AB. He has gone to the Raiders from the Steelers. It's a huge move that has taken place. Obviously, we all knew it was coming. We've been talking about it for weeks. Everybody has been well aware. Antonio Brown has been very, very, very unhappy at the Steelers ever since OBJ got his contract. Antonio Brown had updated his contract. They had renewed it a couple of years ago. He was 2 years into a 4-year deal that was paying him, I think it was like $14 million a year. Is that right?
No, it was more than that. It was like 16 a year.
He's getting 16.6 now in OBJ. Maybe it was the guaranteed money.
Yeah,
he was
he had
was
no
upset
more,
about something.
He had no more guaranteed money.
Right. And so he was not happy. He's also not happy with the way Roethlisberger was being treated in comparison to everybody else. He was being a total diva, got benched the last game, stood on the sidelines in a pretty cool coat because he skipped team meetings in practice.
Yep.
If you skip team meetings in practice in Pop Warner, you're going to get benched.
Yep.
If a coach is worth his salt at all, I've always wanted to say that since watching the movie Gangs of New York. I don't know why,
Mike
but
Tomlin is. Mike Tomlin's like not one of the toughest coaches out there, but he's on
probably
that
close.
list. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fight the man.
No.
If I wanted to fight, if I had to pick somebody to fight who was a coach in the NFL, I would pick Josh Gruden. Josh Gruden? There's John and
The other one,
Jay.
Jay. Thank you.
I got you.
I was like,
That's why we have a stat guy.
I was like processing. I was like,
He got-
I'm gonna guess Josh, but
there's Josh Gordon.
yes, I know. I don't want to fight that guy because he is yoked out of his mind.
Yes,
Eh,
he is.
And
he's all talk.
still,
Yeah, you're
it
right.
doesn't matter. I don't want anything to do with that guy. But Jay Gruden, I don't like him. So
That's you would want to fight him.
if I had to pick somebody to fight that's an NFL coach, I would pick Jay,
Okay.
and I would call him Josh to his face.
Josh
Ooh.
Lindstrom said Wade Phillips. He'd fight Wade Phillips. That's probably a good
Or
take that one.
who are the brothers that coached?
Rob Ryan.
Yes.
Dude, those guys are big.
I was say those are some
Those
big
guys
boys
are
though.
big, man.
They're
the
little
Grudens
crazy.
are little.
Yeah.
Grudens are small.
The Grudens are little. I would.
You also
who-
have the Harbaughs. There's also brothers.
No,
lots
they're
of
fit.
brothers in the league.
Yeah.
Josh McDaniel.
no.
No.
No, he's too young. I wouldn't want
Sean
Sean McVay, top of the list. I don't want to fight him or the get back coach. I don't remember his name, but that guy's jacked too.
Get back.
That
to
whole
it.
staff.
Isn't he their strength coach?
Yes.
Uh,
I think so.
The get back coach? I think he's their strength coach.
I don't know if he's the strength coach or just he's the get back and something else. I don't think he may work with strength, but he's not the head strength coach. Will you look that up? Did we get a stat on AB's what his contract was with the Steelers?
We did.
In the meantime, Jennifer Tenley said, "Wish Brown had gone to the Browns. That would have made great. Yeah, that would have been great.
That
it
would've
would have
been
been great for Baker.
Yes.
And that would have been fun to see.
That would have been fun to see if
A
those
quality
two
receiver.
personalities, quality receiver and a quality quarterback, even though you hate him, I would want to see it.
Me.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
So-
you.
wait, no, I don't hate him.
I just dislike him. Just like you don't like Rosen, I don't like Mayfield.
Does anybody like Rosen?
I didn't say I
Stats?
liked him.
Stat guy likes if he gets traded. If and when he gets traded, do you still like him?
Sure, why not?
That means no, not really.
If he was a former Cardinal, then Stat Guy kind of likes him.
I'm a big fan of the Honey Badger. So yes, I am now a big fan of the Chiefs. I think that's where you're kind of getting at there because
I
that
was a
wasn't the
Chiefs
text
fan
thread today.
The
But yeah, I mean,
is,
I like Rosen. He is kind of a diva, so that's kind of annoying.
Okay,
but-
we're spending too much time on Rosen.
Fair enough.
All right, so what's his contract?
Yeah, I
It
do
was
know that.
4 years, $68 million.
And so
Which
per
comes out to
per year was how much?
average.
Quick math.
Who can do math?
Not I.
Who can do it? That's going to be
17.
Yeah.
And a $19 million signing bonus.
Okay, so we have.
But
to,
he averaged 17 a year.
But you have to minus the
Yeah, that's where it gets really
68
confusing.
minus 19 is what?
pretty much 20. So
49.
Divided by.
4 is going to be
12.25.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's 12.25 base salary, and now he's got a $16.6 million base salary.
Is that what that came out to? Because
Yes.
they're not paying him any signing bonus.
Don't know.
Yeah,
It's-
I don't think he's getting any money up front.
He shouldn't.
No, it's not because it's not a new contract. It's a restructured.
Yeah, it's a restructured contract from the old one, but he got a raise. He got like a $20 million raise.
Yeah,
over the length of the deal.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, his current contract?
They added one more year, so instead of having 2 years left, he now has 3 years left. But he is, it's for $50 million for the rest of the 3 years
Yep,
Wow.
51.25.
That's a great deal.
Gosh,
That's
for
a
him.
great deal.
for him. But let's talk about the real losers in this whole deal, which was the Steelers. So Antonio Brown is going to Oakland for a 3rd round pick, a 5th round pick, and the Steelers have to still have $20 million in dead cap space.
I think it's 21.6.
It's something like that.
But they saved like 1.6 on a cap hit, but then their dead money is 21.6.
Yeah, they're still out $20 million.
Yeah, but it's only for 1 year. It couldn't be worse. It could not be worse.
I don't understand that is a top 3 wide receiver.
How in the world did Oakland get away with trading Amari Cooper? Who I'm glad they did. I'm glad Dallas has him. I think he's been that was a phenomenal ad.
Which Dallas still hasn't signed.
A lacking defense. Yeah, we still haven't signed him. Regardless, we gave a 1st-round pick to Oakland for a guy that was not proven yet.
Correct.
We didn't know how it was going to work out. AB is, like you said, a top 3 receiver,
Proven.
no doubt. Proven receiver. He's going to be productive. He is a diva pants and a half in his mustache. He didn't explain it, and so I don't have to do anything because I said I would do it if he did explain it. He didn't address it, so no big deal. Regardless, how did they get away with getting him for a 3rd and a 5th round and still holding the 1st round they had from Dallas for Amari Cooper? Why didn't the Steelers go, we want number 1?
Yeah, the Steelers were just like, okay, yeah, here, take my lunch money. May I have another?
Well, he wasn't. He's getting older, a little bit,
He's 30.
and he's a diva. He's a problem.
He is a diva. He is a problem.
They think that organization thinks he's the problem and not Big Ben. So, if somebody's gonna take take your lunch money. You want it to be somebody that is going to be nice about it.
But
kind of.
if I was the Raiders, would that not be telling me something that they're willing to give up
Raiders?
very little, or they're willing to take little for this problem guy?
They have nothing to lose.
Winning.
It's the Raiders, though. They've made stupid decisions. John Gruden's made stupid decisions forever, and will continue to.
For 9 more years.
Yeah.
But
precisely
for $90 more million.
Look at the Cowboys. We do it every year.
Every year.
We
For
do
20
it,
years.
and it's worked out kind of
Hey.
well because Jerry's making money.
That is, dumb decisions can make you money.
Hey, Jennifer said a lot of things. At the end, though, she's like, hey, they wanted to get rid of him, which is true. Like, Jen, you nailed it on the head. They needed to get rid of him. He was only going to be a problem. I'm just surprised that they absorbed as much of a hit as they did in the process. And at the same time, I think the Raiders were able to take advantage of, probably because of the situation had presented itself to be one where you could take advantage. Now, at the same time, the Raiders may be in the same spot in about 12 months.
Well, at least they only got 3 years left.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting move because Carr has already gotten paid, or he is currently getting paid. He's like the 3rd or 4th highest paid quarterback in the league on average, because Stat Guy made sure I knew that we weren't talking about base salary earlier when we were talking money.
No,
So-
we were talking about cap hit.
Yeah, cap hit. I was speaking on average, like average yearly salary. Donkey's number 1, and then everyone else falls underneath. So Carr is like the 4th highest paid NFL player for a guy who had a good season. This is another problem with the NFL. You have one good season, you get a long-term contract and get paid a lot of money, i.e. Joe Flacco.
It also depends on who you are, but yes.
Yeah. And so they also signed a left tackle today from the Patriots, another Brown, Trent Brown, I think is his name. And they're paying 4 years, $66 million for a left tackle, the highest offensive line contract ever signed.
Yeah.
Which is good for him.
Hats off.
That's awesome. But Carr is basically going to have no excuse to perform now. He's got Antonio Brown, who we all say is a top 3 wide receiver. He's got arguably the best left tackle in the biz. Like he's got to show up and play. And if the Raiders don't have a winning season, some heads are going to roll.
I mean, the structure of their organization's probably not in winning shape. I'd say the team is more than the coaching staff,
Hey-o.
but anything's possible, right?
No. The Browns have a much better chance this year than the Raiders do.
Oh, shots fired.
Who else is in that division though with them? Not
With the Raiders?
Yeah, it's Broncos, Chargers,
Chargers.
Chiefs. So that's the one team to watch out for. Which wild card, I guess.
Who else?
Broncos, Chargers.
Broncos?
Are we talking the Chargers again?
Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, and Raiders?
Yeah.
Regardless, AB gets to go where he wants to go, I guess.
Because he threw a fit.
He threw a fit.
I'm glad he didn't go to Buffalo. That just wouldn't. It's like, man, you kind of whine and you kind of deserve that, but at the same time, he is great talent, and you hate to see anybody go to Buffalo.
Agreed.
No, I was wanting it because that's what he deserved. That's what he deserved.
Yeah, but talent-wise, that's not what he deserved. Drama-wise, yes, but talent-wise, no.
Yeah.
For the
And so
fans,
it kind of evened it out. and
for
he's
the
going to
sake of the
Oakland.
fans.
I just don't care for this whiny mentality of like you signed a contract. Like you signed a contract, you agreed to those terms, and then when you don't get your way, like I think more teams should just start cutting players and say, "Okay, go to
I agree.
don't trade him, just cut him."
I think that would. Well,
Yeah, but if you
if
trade
you
him, you get
can
something
trade
back
and you
for
get
him.
and it's a commodity that's great. And at the same time, like I agree with what you're saying on AB. I don't agree on the LB conversation with Le'Veon Bell, and it just Le'Veon Bell. I can't ever say it right. With Bell,
LB.
yeah, with LB,
With linebacker.
yeah, with old linebacker. It was a text thread thing. I messed up. But I gave you a full rundown on what I would do with the Cowboys linebacker crew.
You did. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. We played a game today, which was if Case was the GM, how much would he pay who? Which I said, like, I am a fan of, this isn't on the rundown, I'm a fan of Bell getting a big contract. I think he was getting screwed by the Steelers. And why I say that as opposed to Antonio Brown is because they played out his rookie deal and they kept tagging him. He's the best back in football. He deserved a decent, like a top 3 running back deal, and they wouldn't give it to him.
Agreed. Even with that franchise tag, he was still going to be the number 1 paid running back
For 1 year.
For 1 year.
And that's the thing. Like, that's what Earl proved. Like, Earl just got hurt at 3 games in. He broke a leg, so now it's going to hurt his ability to make money for the next, the only contract he's got left. Bell would have had 400 carries, and it wasn't worth it to him to take $14 million to go, I'm going to get a big contract. I'm going to play this thing out. However, here's my give on that. Not the white flag, but here's the rub that I will. Rub is the wrong word. Rub is like I got a problem with it.
Interesting.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is
Old Shakespeare.
I
over here.
want him to get a big deal. I'm excited to see that happen. If I were a GM, I would not sign him. And I wouldn't sign him because, one, the guy has – I can't say that on an air. I don't want him sitting at the negotiation table because I know that guy will sit out a season if he's not getting paid what he wants to get paid. Like, you can't negotiate with that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm either going to give you what you want or you're not going to do this. And not only that, I know that that's how you're going to treat the situation for the duration of your contract. So I never know if you're really going to show up or not.
Yeah.
And so that taste is in my mouth. I love the fact that he's the guy that's like, I'm going to stand for this. I'm not going to move off it. I love that. But if I were a GM, I don't want that at the table because it's going to kill me with everything else. And I don't think you need a back that is a top 3 back to be successful in the NFL. The Patriots prove it every single year with who's their running back right now? Those guys, and they leave all the time.
Courtney.
Yeah. Who? And it's always somebody different. It's always a no-name guy back there. And then when they're ready to get rid of him and he wants to make money, then he goes somewhere else. And they get another no-name guy.
No.
What's up?
His name's Sony Michael.
Well, see? Nobody even knows his name. He won a Super Bowl.
There's a
Sonny.
Courtney somewhere. I'm not sure what
So
position he played.
I wouldn't sign AB either. I wouldn't want him either. Because I don't want the headache.
Remember the last big paid running back? Y'all remember who it was?
Trent Richardson.
Adrian Peterson.
Chris Jackson.
Who? Johnson.
Chris Johnson. I'm sorry. That's how
My
much.
boy. He played
200
Arizona for a while.
$200 million contract.
He's got a
And-
sweet truck.
And where's he at now?
Where is he at now?
He's in
He's
the
probably-
AAF
I
probably.
was gonna say probably jail.
He's around here. No, he lives around here.
Google it. When did he sign that deal?
Chris Johnson.
Did I
That
say
was-
Google it? I'm sorry.
That was after
Stat guy it.
That was after he had 1 or 2 big
Not a
years.
sponsor.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
He broke
Google it.
He broke the single season like
That's-
2,000 yards or
And,
something.
and didn't he buy like all of his offensive lineman cars?
Yeah,
Oh.
this guy.
Because he's a legit guy.
Oh my gosh. We're talking about
Yes,
somebody
he's a
that
real
I
person.
forgot that he existed.
Exactly. That was probably
He-
the last biggest paid running back, like a big time deal. I mean, I know it was $200 million. It was the biggest at the time. This was 5-6 years ago.
He was
To
legit.
LB's point, he also catches a lot of balls and has a lot of receiving
Oh,
yards.
yeah.
So he's a dual threat.
Dual threat. He is the best back in the NFL. I don't want him
Yeah.
because I
He's-
don't have to have the best
you
to
don't,
win.
You don't.
I don't have to have the best quarterback. I don't have to have the best running back. I don't have to have the best receiver. I have to have a collection of guys who play really well together and they have to be talented. They have to be good. But that the team chemistry is far more important than the 1 or 2 guys who are super talents.
Yep.
You need a good line too.
You got to have a great line.
A good line can do you wonders.
Yeah. In the top paid, like New England, they just they won a Super Bowl with him, and they just let him walk and go to Oakland. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to win more than Oakland next year. Without the top number, like the highest paid offensive tackle ever, they let him go. And they're going to be successful because they go, like, we don't need that.
Because they have coaching.
They have coaching, and they have a system that continues to work.
Yep.
You know who doesn't have a system that's going to continue to work?
The Cowboys.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
So, bye-bye to Brodels. Hello to Nick Foles, who is the golden boy of Philadelphia, why they let him walk.
Except they didn't want him.
Yeah. Okay. Hey,
You want us our first Super Bowl? Okay, see ya.
the whole city loves you. Like, you cannot walk anywhere in the city without somebody buying you a drink and saying, "How can we hug you today and make you feel better?"
Which is amazing from Philadelphia fans.
Yeah, and they hate Carson Wentz. And that's who they kept.
They love, when I say they, I mean the Eagles front office.
Yep.
Loves them some Carson Wentz.
And so does the media.
Okay, so we're going to go on a sidetrack here. What is with these quarterbacks with all the hype who are unproven? I don't get it. Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz. Let's see, who else?
Josh Rosen.
The media doesn't really love him.
That's fair. They don't really like
They don't
him.
treat him. Aaron Rodgers. Granted, he has some great stats, so
His quarterback rating is off the charts.
Yeah, so we'll caveat that one. He's not the GOAT, but he is.
Okay,
He's very, very good.
He is the bent pinky, so he's not a full count, but he's involved. He's involved in the count right now.
Yeah. Let's see who else. I'm trying to think who else is overrated.
Dak
I was
Prescott.
going to say Dak Prescott.
Yeah. I don't know if the media is all over him either.
I'd say it's more negative than good.
I agreed.
becoming negative.
And Jerry's going to keep him forever. He's already said, like, we're going to give him a long-term deal.
Well, that's what Jerry does. Jerry picks his guys and he keeps them.
That is true. He's loyal.
Jerry
is almost loyal to a
fault if he chooses you.
Yep. But as soon as you are no longer loyal, or you start to show that you're not on board, he'll kick you to the curb.
Yeah. Which Earl Thomas is trying to fight his way in, but he also wants $30 million for 2 years.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Do we have that cap space?
Yes, we have $50 million in cap space.
Nice.
But we still have to sign Lawrence
Cooper.
and
Yeah.
Cooper. So
And they want to
No, we
go
don't
ahead.
have
No, we don't.
They want to sign Elliott to an extension. They want to try to do that this year, and Dak.
Does the franchise tag go on your cap?
Yes.
they don't have
cap.
the room. They don't have the room to go get Earl. They just don't.
Not at that price.
At that price.
No. Which stinks, but I said this earlier, like I would pay him. I would pay Earl that kind of money earlier. 5 years ago.
Oh, yes.
Definitely give it to him. But
Yeah.
you're right. He's 33, 34.
30
That's it.
or 31. But he's been in
29.
for.
He's 29.
Is there
But he's been in the
Okay.
league for 8 seasons,
born in '89?
right? 8 seasons. He
Yeah.
started in 2010.
I think so.
We can check.
We just don't have our safeties are not terrible.
No.
No, they're not
And
terrible.
we have
I like
good
Jeff Heath.
corners. You know, our box is great.
Since 2010.
Our box is great. Our DBs are where we are weaker, but
We're getting better.
we're getting better. It's not as bad as it was 5 years ago.
It could be worse.
Guys, we once had Pac-Man Jones. We were great.
That's true.
Yeah, we were phenomenally terrible.
Hey, at least we're phenomenally somehow.
Yeah. Colin stays in the NFC. He goes to Washington for a massive deal, 6-year, $84 million. Is that right?
Yeah.
It averages out to, it's 14 a year.
And then I texted this in our thread earlier. It was already after we did the rundown. Your boy Honey Badger is going
Yeah, he
to
is.
the Chiefs for 3 years.
Tyron
Yeah, 3 years.
Mathis.
52.
Is that right?
Matthew.
But you spell it funny.
Mathieu or something like that.
Yeah.
So French.
Oui.
Entendre.
He is from Louisiana, New Orleans.
Like I said,
Entendre.
it's a Cajun.
The Honey Badger. How do you grow up there and have a French name and they call you the Honey Badger?
Why
He
is
didn't
that
get
his nickname?
his because of how he went after the ball at LSU.
Wouldn't that be a ball hawk?
No, because he
different.
forced more fumbles than interceptions.
He was a safety.
You know, we call them sod poodles back home.
3 years.
Darn right we do.
3 years, $42 million.
That's a good deal.
42, sorry. But it's 14 a year.
Yep, average salary,
So-
14 a year.
So
We now have Stat Guy on the Chiefs bandwagon with us.
I'm now a Chiefs fan, guys.
I love it.
I'm no longer a Houston Texans fan.
Thank
and
goodness.
I'm now a Chiefs fan.
Andy Reid. I'd fight Andy Reid. Just going to throw that out there. Since we're on,
He's also a big boy.
since
though.
we're talking about the Chiefs,
I don't know. Did you see him
circle
throw
back.
the football when he was like 13 years old?
I did.
He was also like twice the size of every other kid on that field.
Like he ate a couple kids on the way to the line there. He was a massive. He's a massive boy.
Hey, Jennifer agreed with me. Bell stayed away from being a diva. I think he deserves a big contract. Couldn't give it to him. Too many big players don't have Jerry's money, honey.
I would
Money, honey.
I would disagree. I think there's nothing more diva than just not showing up.
Again, he didn't sign his deal.
I know.
That running back position.
$18 million.
It's 14, and
I thought it was 18.
it's 14. Yeah, and last week,
$500,000
last week you said
million
it was,
dollars.
last week you were like only 7.5 was guaranteed, which is not true. Your franchise tag is fully guaranteed.
There we go again.
But there was a date he could have shown up by and still gotten
Halfway
that
through the season, he still could have showed up and got. He could have showed up each week.
No, but
and
there was a point he had to forfeit it all.
after a certain point, then the rest was gone. True,
Yeah,
but
because he was missing like $860,000 a week. Like every week he didn't show up, he was forfeiting almost $900,000.
and when he signs in the next 6 weeks, it's gonna be worth it.
I'm surprised no one signed him today. Like that's to me, I'm a little shocked that we didn't hear any news about Le'Veon Bell.
Because everything that's going right now is not like some of them are big contracts, but this is one that is like they're not trying to be in front of things. He knows he's going to set the market, and so you don't have to do it right now.
Collins just got released like 3 days ago, and, and set the tone for safeties because that's what they said for
but where'd he
Tyrann
go?
Mathieu. He went to Wash.
Okay.
What if he goes to Oakland?
That is a possibility. They still have a lot of cap space.
Somebody was saying today, I was reading it, because of everything they've done, they don't have the room for Bell. Like, because it's going to be so big, they don't have cap space specifically for him. They still have money. They still have ways to move and stuff like that. They've got a lot of freedom, and they're still going to build their team, but they don't have the capacity to handle him.
Yeah. The three front runners is the Colts, the Jets, and the Texans.
I hope it's not the Texans or the Jets.
So it was the Colts.
I hope it's one of those two teams.
I definitely don't want it to be the Texans. I don't know why. I just don't like them.
I don't know if anybody in Houston likes them either.
No, they love. Oh, it's anybody in Texas who does not want to be a Cowboys
Joke,
fan.
doctor.
Oh.
Gosh, dang it! I just don't. Nobody.
You got to spell it out for me, all right?
Okay. It's IT apostrophe S A joke. Joke. It's kind of like the sports memes when I put one out and somebody gets mad and cusses at me, and I respond with, "It's a
joke.
sports meme. It's supposed to be funny." Whatever. If you're not following us on Instagram, BL Sports Show, check us out. Funny memes, sports debates, things like that. You can join in, share your thoughts and opinions there too. We always welcome that because that's what the whole point of the show is about. HLLEBONTE. Which is how we spell point. Hey, if you haven't done that yet, give us the bush push. Share the show, like the show, comment on the show, throw a heart or a thumbs up or any kind of emoji you'd like to add. We've given you the voice of the bushies to voice your opinions, your thoughts. The whole point of the show is for you to be able to engage what you think about the hot topics that we're putting on the board. We are not the experts, but we are the best. We're the experts, and so that's why we are facilitating the show every week, Monday night at 8:45, so we can all talk sports, not like First Take or NFL Live or any other stupid show on ESPN where you just yell at the TV and nobody listens to you. We listen to what you say. So thanks for joining us tonight and being a part. Other free agent moves that we'd like to discuss.
I blanked out now.
Okay.
It's that guy.
I think we hit them all.
No, there's other free agent moves today. This wasn't free agency, but Deshaun Jackson's going back to Philadelphia.
He is going back to Philly. He got traded from Tampa Bay, which is
Tampa.
interesting. So he goes from Philly to
He
Tampa.
went to the Redskins.
the Redskins,
that's right.
and then the Redskins from Washington. He goes to Tampa, and then Tampa says he was still as far as deep threat goes. He led the NFL in average reception this year, 18.8 yards a reception, and still nobody wants the guy. What?
I mean, he's gone downhill as far as teams for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
Don't worry, he's with Wentz.
He's going back down.
going back to Philly, going to play with Wentz now, which he's never played with before.
All right. So what are the odds Wentz finishes the season without an injury?
0.
I give it to him. 100%. He's going to do it. This is his year.
That
But
he's
they're
not
not-
going to finish? 100% he's not going to finish?
No, he will finish. But
Okay.
they're not going to make the playoffs. So
71%.
Okay, so
We
we
got
got
stat guy coming in with a
with a.
with a good odds.
I said 0. Pepper said 100, and you said 71.
71.
Why didn't you say 72?
I don't like 72. So 71,
Whoa,
I feel like is
whoa,
too
whoa.
much.
is
Too
that
much.
is that average? Like, if I'm right, I can be like, hey, look at me. But
That was wrong.
if I was wrong, then I'd be
Yeah.
like,
That was
hey,
wrong.
Yeah, that hurts.
That should hurt.
Yeah,
you
that,
like,
was, that was my
I
number.
don't really care.
Oh,
All right, it's getting a little testy real quick.
ouch.
Are
Are you mad about my my Cardinals joke earlier?
Hey,
still a little better about
Hold on.
all of the Cardinals jokes?
Little Rock on Instagram sent a message and said, "Where's the show at?" So somebody tell him where it is.
Well, we are on YouTube as well. So
I got it.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, well, he watches YouTube. He doesn't watch the Facebook.
Lamarcus Joyner is going to sign a 4-year deal with the Raiders. He's a safety. He was on the Rams.
Fowler not Fowler. Flowers signed from
Benny Barnes.
New England.
We can go to the
Lost.
Flowers too.
He signed a big one.
Oh, Bennett is going to New England.
Bennett's going to New England, and
Martellus Bennett?
Marty B is saying he wants to come out of retirement to play with Michael
Oh, his
in New
brother.
England. Yeah,
Trey Flowers expected to sign a 5-year deal with the Lions.
there you go.
Hmm.
Oh,
Bye.
Amendola. Amendola got dropped by Miami 2 days ago. He had signed a 2-year, I think it was a $12 million deal. Maybe that's wrong. I think it was 12. Left New England, went to Miami, only made it 1 season, got his $6 million there. Miami drops him. He played with Brock Osweiler, and who's really tall, but other than that, he's not a very good quarterback. So he leaves there. 2 days later, he sits this morning in Detroit and signs with the Lions. So he'll be catching passes from Matthew Stafford, who is a local DFW guy who played ball at Highland Park.
Yep, he did.
So
I sat next to him at a Cowboys game.
there you
Nope,
go.
I lied.
Okay.
Who was?
Just like you saw Tim Tebow at the movie premiere.
I lied. Different.
A different Matthew Stafford.
No.
Guys, I went to the movies with Tim Tebow. Really? I don't know. His name was Tim,
He looked like a Tebow.
and he looked big.
Turned out it was just your dad.
It actually was just my dad.
Sorry, it was McElroy.
Your dad's not Tim Tebow? No, I'm actually older than him. You sat with Greg McElroy,
Yeah.
and you thought it was Matthew Stafford?
Yeah,
Oh,
That's a
my goodness.
downgrade. Greg McElroy, though, played at Southlake and went undefeated, much like Chase Daniels did. I don't know if Daniels was undefeated. McElroy was undefeated all the way through high school and then into his career at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
He, never lost a game. Ever.
Also, who
I don't know if that's true or not.
who did that too is your boy Kyler Murray.
He was undefeated in high school, too?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He played at A&M.
No, but high school.
Oh, just high school? Okay.
yeah, high school. He went like 80 something and 0,
Every game he started, he won.
or 40 something and 0.
I'm still excited to see where he goes. I don't think he'll have the same success as Baker has at this point, nor do I think he'll have the longevity or really the career that Baker will in the NFL.
Especially if he goes to Arizona.
So, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see if Arizona takes him. I don't think Oakland's going to. Oakland was in the conversation before. With all the moves they've made, I don't think they're going to do that.
They
think
can
it's
still.
gonna
I
be
mean,
Arizona.
they kept all 3 of their first round picks, so they might trade that.
They might, but just from the money perspective, do
What if
have
they
the money
trade Antonio Brown to get the first round pick?
to who?
I don't know. I think it'd be really funny if Antonio Brown gets traded from the Steelers or from the Raiders.
And for more than what they got him.
Yeah, for a first
That
round
would be
pick.
hysterical. For another first rounder,
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Kevin Lasberg, Kyler played at A&M. Thank you.
Or no, he played.
No, he played.
He never actually started a game at A&M.
Well, somebody look that up.
Whitney with the Tech fan stat about Amendola playing at Tech as well.
Yes,
That place is a breeding ground for wonderful slot receivers.
the white slot receiver Wes Welker from
The
Oklahoma
OG.
came to Tech and played there, and went from Tech to, oddly enough, Miami. Left Miami, went to New England, left New England, and went to Denver, and then went from Denver and played with the Rams, and then it was done because of concussions.
Yeah.
Insert Amendola, who played at Tech. He was the next guy coming up. Went to Dallas. He was undrafted. Dallas brought him into camp. Didn't make it, got cut, went to Philly, played with the practice squad there, and then got signed by the Rams, started for the Rams for 4 years, went to New England, had a ton of success, made a name for himself there, much like Welker had done, Miami to New England, and then left, got signed by almost the same kind of deal, 2-year, $12 million, this time with Miami, but got dumped. Welker didn't get dumped by Denver, but he did get in trouble, and then he's going now to Detroit that Welker did not do.
Nobody knows more about white slot receivers than this man right here.
I am all over. I can rattle off those guys.
Wasn't there
Short,
another one?
white slot receivers.
Braxton Berrios got drafted in the 6th round last year, coming out of, oddly enough, Miami. Captain of the team actually also was a valedictorian of his class, graduating from Miami, and was on injured reserve last year. He had a hamstring strain, and so they kept him. They retained him instead of cutting him. Kept him for like $500,000, trained and got ready for this next year. So he'll be the step in for Edelman when he's done.
What about Hogan?
Chris Hogan is not a slot guy. He's the outside guy.
Is
He's
he?
like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
He does not fit that mold.
Come on.
He's 2 inches too tall.
Yep.
3 inches.
If you're over 5'8", I don't know anything about you.
Listen, if we've learned anything from Kyler Murray, your height determines everything.
Right. Yeah. I guess.
So Kyler Murray did start at A&M.
Did
he? He initially started as a backup the first, I think.
That's not starting.
Four
you can't
games?
start as the backup.
Can I
Let him
finish my
finish.
sentence, Doctor?
You literally just said he started as the backup.
Your girlfriend said, "Hey, let stat guy finish his like what he's gonna say."
And I was until he said something.
Shut up
dumb.
and let him talk.
What's up?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Start over.
I got your back.
I want to hear what you have to say.
Purple Bears for life.
This is why I just text everything. Okay. So
I got you.
He was the backup for 4 games and then won the starting position. And then his first game, he threw for 223 yards, rushed for 156, and joined Cam Newton as the only SEC quarterback in the past 20 years to gain over 100 yards passing and rushing in the same game.
How many games did he start?
I don't know. The rest?
That's irrelevant.
So how many games would they have played?
Who did he win the job over?
Kyle Allen.
That's right.
Ouch.
But then
That was a rough time for
Who,
the-
oh shoot! I'm
Oh,
trying to
the
remember who came
Aggies
in
was.
after him.
And then he sat for the next 2016 season at
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
Him and Sumlin didn't get along apparently, and so that's why he left A&M.
These are good.
I mean, at A&M, he had 72 completions, 121 attempts, almost 700 yards, 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That's not great, but everything else isn't terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think he was
Rush for 335.
I didn't think he was phenomenal at A&M.
Me neither.
Who, Kyler?
Yeah.
Well, it's because he wasn't. That's why he left.
Because he was a,
But the
he was
team
a
as
true
a
freshman.
whole wasn't great either.
Yeah.
At that point.
Whoa.
It all worked out.
I'm sorry. It's the truth, and you know it. It was a down. It was a down year. Just a down year.
Could be worse. Could be a down season.
Yeah.
Um,
Two different.
Down-
Completely
Two
different.
different things.
Because
Down
you have
career.
recruiting.
can we go back to slot receivers?
I just got the stat you
You
asked
ever
me
hear
for,
like
right?
I don't know what they're talking about. It's not the guys aren't 5'8" who they're talking
I'm over
about.
here throwing Scandinavian swimmers, and I just lost interest.
Scandinavian swimmers?
I'm just reading the back.
Trader Joe's, baby.
We can't call them Swedish fish.
They're good. I can confirm.
Is
Can I
that,
ha- can I-
is that
can
a
I grab some of those?
crustacean?
They're not fish. They're
Is
like
that wait? Is
they're
so,
like crabs and
yeah? It's a candied crustacean. Let's see what else.
it's a
is there?
seahorse.
It's a salty seahorse. It's a delicious dolphin.
It's a dolphin. Yeah, they're phenomenal. Have one,
They are
Get you some.
Scandinavian
There's a lobster.
swimmer.
very tasty.
There's a lobster too.
guys. If you can't beat Swedish fish,
Just rename it.
make your own brand and call it organic, and you'll win. Plain and simple. No big deal. Wow. Cole Beasley. Is he still with the Cow? Is he under contract still with? No, he's not. He's a free agent.
So as of today, he's a free agent.
As of today, he's a free agent. We haven't heard anything on Cole Beasley,
Lobster's pretty good.
I got 3 lobsters.
who's out of SMU and played his whole career with Dallas so far. 7 years with Dallas.
That seems long.
That's wrong. It can't be. It's got to be 5.
Guys, we've talked about football for almost an hour. And there's not even.
No, in our
season.
defense,
Since 2012.
we started like 10 minutes after.
We started
So
right on.
so
no,
7?
I mean we started talking football.
7, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow, it's been that long.
Hey, he's a slot
receiver.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I'm
Don't
sorry.
question it. The only thing I'm gonna get right is that. So I'm interested to see where Cole goes. I think Cole's replacement is coming out of UMass, Andy Isabella. The guy we talked about before that somebody thought he was going to New England. He's not going there, but I think he may end up in Dallas because they like that kind of guy. There's only like 6 teams that really like that mold. So
Which
we'll
teams
see.
are they?
New England loves it.
Mm-hmm.
They sell them. The Cowboys are on that train. Miami takes them. L.A. the Rams will play that card sometimes. How many did I say? 7 teams?
6. I was just seeing if you just
said
rattle them
4.
off your
You
head.
said 4.
I was trying to be generous.
Hey, you did a great job.
There's really not that very many. Oh, Detroit just jumped on that bandwagon. They haven't had one of those guys yet. I'm sorry. The Steelers had one because they took our backup from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he went to Oakland. And then Oakland got rid of him. This is the one that gives me trouble because he's a no-name.
Hey guys, Lil Rock wants to know who we think the best QB ever is.
Oh, wow. There's a lot going on YouTube.
Also,
you-
he's a short white receiver.
Do you want to say it together?
What was the question?
Who the best quarterback ever is?
Oh, yes.
Baker
Mayfield.
There you go, Lil Rock.
Oh dear.
Who do you think the best is?
Best ever?
Yeah.
Ever?
Gosh, of all time, man, Joe Montana's got to be up there. Don't laugh at that. Do you even know who Joe Montana is?
Do you know who Baker Mayfield is?
Yes.
Plays
I
for
know
the
who-
Browns.
Then yes,
Hannah-
I know who Joe Montana is
I
too.
know who Hannah Montana is.
Yeah, you do.
Sister.
Oh, burn the mic before you drop it because it's hot. And then
Light the mic on
and
fire.
then dip slap it.
Yep, then dip slap the mic.
Okay. Whoa.
Okay.
Sound is bad today. I went from telling you last week how great the sound was, and now we're just pounding mics.
Hey,
Ridiculous.
Scandinavian.
Lil Rock says Tom Brady.
Yeah, he is. Tom Brady's it. I love
Yeah,
Baker, but
I
Tom's
agree.
it.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he would.
Rock says Brady.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brady's it.
Oh,
let's
you're
let's
in the
go
YouTube
to,
chat. Cool.
Let's
Yeah.
go to baseball.
Hey, can
I
you,
said, "What up?"
Can you
And then I
Scandinavian sea creature me?
Came back and looked and nothing
that what they're
responded.
called?
And then
Beer, you a
left
sea
and
creature?
Came look and
Oh.
had like a billion
Swimmer,
responses.
dude.
Swimmer. In sea life shapes. You have to say, beer me a Scandinavian swimmer.
Bear me a Scandinavian swimmer.
Not bear. Beer.
Beer.
That's what I said.
Purple,
But I said
purple
it.
bear me.
Purple bear me.
All right, move on. MLB. Harper gets. Did he get a hand slap yet for this thing?
Not yet. They're talking about it,
Okay.
and he basically said, "I don't care." Like, yeah. So the commissioner or the MLB office came out and was like, "Hey, you can't do that. That's tampering." He has a contract with another team, and Harper's like, "Well, why wouldn't I do that?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Fine me. I don't care."
Yeah. Go ahead.
He's making $320 or $330 million. He doesn't care about a fine.
I guess it depends on how big the fine is. Are we gonna move the currently talking screen to MLB?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know if you were doing that thing where you're thinking about something else.
Doing that thing where I zone off in the middle of the show
Exactly.
because I'm tired and I want to
Exactly.
go to bed.
Yep. Okay, so Harper may or may not get a hand slap on this thing. We don't know. I was talking about it today with a avid fan, my wife, and she was asking me. She's like, "What are y'all talking about?" I was like, "Well, we're talking about something about Harper." And she's like, "Anything happen?" I was like, "Well, he's getting in trouble because he was talking about Mike Trout coming and playing. Mike Trout's got 2 years left on his contract." By that point, she was checked out on me, but I still told her about it. And my question is it really illegal for him to say, "I want Mike Trout," because he's not in charge of any of that? Or is it like, no, because you're connected with the organization, you can still have an infraction of tampering?
That, yes.
Didn't this happen last year
Yes.
with the Yankees?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah, if you're associated with the organization, you cannot make comments about someone else who is under contract playing for your team.
Okay.
I believe that is the general rule.
Okay.
So
Is there a defined fine or punishment for that?
I think it depends
Guys,
on
Lil
how-
Rock is leaving. He said, "Gotta go. See you next week. Y'all have a good one."
See, bro.
I think it probably depends on how serious the tampering is. Like if they were actually trying to lure him over and ruin his contract, then maybe.
That's what it was last year with the Yankees. It was more of a joke than anything.
Yeah. Well, it was Aaron.
Not a joke, but
Aaron Judge.
and Giancarlos, wasn't it?
Was it Carlos or was it?
Stanton.
Yeah, Giancarlo Stanton.
I think you're right. Yeah, and he just got a hand slap. They're like, hey, you can't do that.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
What are we missing?
Which it should be. YouTube chat.
I think they're talking to each other.
Nope.
I think Stat Guy and Produce are messaging each other, and we can't see
On
it.
the YouTube thing?
We're not,
Phenomenal.
and continue with the show.
Okay, I'm sorry. We'll move on. We have 16 days till opening day. Thank goodness.
Woo!
Baseball's about to start.
Too bad the Rangers have been getting crushed every game so far this
Well, it's spring
preseason.
training, so it doesn't really matter.
However,
It's not about how you start.
we're in the Dallas area, so we're going to be able to go watch the Frisco Rough Riders, who is not our team, but the Amarillo Sod Poodles,
That's
double A
right.
team for the Padres coming out of Amarillo, will be here, and we will be present at the game wearing our Sod Poodle gear, if those guys will ever respond to me. Here's the
Send
thing.
another email.
Dude, I keep messaging them like, guys. Well, I saw today they sent this dude a box of gear, and I was like, what?
They got the wrong address.
Yeah, no. It's a guy that's like a sports betting guy. So they sent him gear, like in a whole box. And I'm like, you sent the sports betting guy? Like, I'm a local. I'm from there.
We are the official, unofficial podcast of the Sod Poodles.
Of the Sod Poodle. We are the biggest fans of the Amarillo Sod Poodles that could exist. We didn't pick the name, but we love the name.
Darn straight.
You betcha.
Hey.
So, all to say, we're not mad at all. We're not mad. I know it's a process. I understand. But whoever's in charge of the Sod Poodles, we are huge fans. We're going to talk about the Sod Poodles every episode that we have. We're going to rep the Sod Poodles. Why? Because who wouldn't rep the Sod Poodles? Because you get to say Sod Poodle.
I think we need a sod poodle like mascot right up next to Donkey Rogers.
We'll get a little plush.
Let's get one.
Yeah.
We'll get
Stat guy.
Honestly,
needs a
I
Sod
probably
Poodle
have
hat.
one. My son probably has one, so I'll try to look.
a Sod Poodle plush?
Yeah, I mean something like that.
It's got to be official.
Yeah, no, we're
Oh.
going to order one,
Sorry.
or hopefully they send us one.
Anyways, they send the gear in a it's like a it
In
looks
a
like
Sod Poodle?
It's an animal box. It's like an animal crate that they send
It's like
all the
it's
gear
an
in.
animal control on the side of
And
it.
I don't know what it says, but it looked cool. And I was like, come on, we need some gear. So I'm still pumping the Sod Poodles, but we will be at the game. They play a couple series against the Frisco Rough Riders. Obviously, some are at home, but some are going to be here as well. We're going to make our way. We have a fan base in Amarillo because that's where I'm from. So we legitimately have multiple people that watch from Amarillo. So we will
Your
be
mom and dad?
making my mom and dad, and then
That's the fan base?
aunts, uncles.
It's technically multiple.
There it is.
Wow.
Live
Wow.
Animals, Sod Poodle Gearbox.
I got the animal part right.
There it is.
Look at that.
That's what your gear comes
It's like
in.
the Tasmanian Devil box
Yeah.
from Looney Tunes.
So if you
Close,
haven't checked
yes.
them out,
This side up.
if you haven't checked out the Sod Poodles, go check them out. New AA team with the Padres in Amarillo, Texas. Going to be a phenomenal inaugural year with them. We are hoping to make our way not just to a game, but like where they're going to give us mics so we can talk.
There we go.
Because
Hopefully not at the game, but in the game for at least an inning.
I want to throw out the first pitch. I want to warm up, full uniform, and I want to come out the bullpen gate to music.
What song?
Haven't decided yet. Touchdown! Probably.
The Bush League theme?
Yeah, Bush League theme.
Oh, that's the. Yeah, I guess so. It's gonna
Might
be.
have to change the words around a little bit.
Yeah.
That's a
Touchdown.
It's. I either want to do that or the
Hell's-
walkout music for Major League. When golly, I can't even
Wild
think.
Thing?
I'm saying Yeah, Ricky
Wow.
Vaughn when he
Yeah.
walks out.
Or you could do like
So-
Hell's Bells, like Trevor Hoffman. Gosh, he's the GOAT.
Who-
Okay,
Who was that guy that used to sprint out for Atlanta and then he played for Texas? Relief pitcher.
yeah,
Like straight, he would sprint from the gate to the mound.
I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about. I just
talk
can't.
about a LeBron.
What about Maverick to Iceman?
That was on TV the other day.
That's an original that I haven't recorded yet.
No.
We could record it, I guess, or the bowling song.
You come out to your own song
Yeah.
that you wrote and recorded.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be.
I could live with that.
Yeah.
So, 2019 season projections. Who's going to the World Series?
Well, I don't know if you saw this today. Manny Machado is not even sure that the Padres will win the NL West. He came out and said that on TV.
He audibly voiced that.
Yes. He said, I'm not sure we have the team.
What you got there?
I was-
Todd Coffee. This is the guy who would sprint out.
Apparently, Jared Hughes did it too.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
There's a couple different guys. This guy doesn't ring the bell. I thought it was a bigger known guy.
No, this guy wasn't that big. That's a big dude.
But he would slide into.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah.
okay.
That's right.
He slid right into
Here's Jared Hughes. He used to do it as well.
in the mound.
There was another one. There was another one for he was.
No,
like,
there can only be one.
he played for the Braves. He was a head case, and then Texas got him when his career literally was over, like
Much like Texas does.
normal.
Yep, that's
got
pretty
trouble.
normal.
Okay, so Machado says Padres
Nah, probably not.
probably not.
I don't think the Phillies will.
Dude, okay, so I did it again. I cannot remember for the life of me the center fielder that the Phillies
Andrew
went and got.
McCutchen.
Yes, McCutchen. Thank you. They went and got McCutchen, who I like, man. He's a ball player. He's older,
He's
but
great
he's a
ball player.
baller.
Do they have a pitching staff though?
Don't know.
Who?
The
The
Phillies.
Phillies.
Didn't they get Cliff Lee back?
Yeah. They're pulling a Rangers.
That's funny.
They did. He is back
Yeah.
in Philly.
No, I'm laughing
Or no, he's not
about
back.
it.
He played in Cincinnati, right?
No, he came.
Rangers-
No, he came from Philly.
He came from Philly.
I thought the
Yep.
Rangers got him from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah, we already looked at this. You have Jose Alvarez, Drew Anderson, Victor Orano, Jake Arrieta. That's a pretty good one. They have Arrieta.
Wow.
Sir Anthony Dominguez, Zach Eflin.
Zach Efron.
Yep. Jared Eckelhoff,
Zach Efron's
Tommy
pitching,
Hunter,
he says?
Adam Morgan,
Zach
Hector
Efron.
Norris. I can just keep going. There's a lot of names on
Yeah.
there.
Nobody worth really mentioning besides Arrieta.
Uda Bray Ramos. He's pretty good.
Does Houston have a shot to go back?
I think so. I think they will definitely win the AL West
Okay.
because who else?
Right.
The Rangers.
Nope.
Colorado?
Rockies.
They're not the AL West.
No, I'm saying the other team.
The Rockies the Rockies are going to be good again.
They're definitely not going to win that division.
Let's see.
I
But
mean,
they might win
I
theirs.
think the Red Sox.
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee may have a solid team this
I'm
season.
not sure where they came from last year.
But who's their young Christian Yelich?
Mhm.
Man, he's good. No, he's with the Brewers. Yeah, we were talking about the Brewers. Sorry.
We
I
are-
know Milwaukee Brewers just like a team
Oh.
that goes like, what?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's not double A?
Yeah.
Well, we'll root for them.
yeah,
We like beer. We like baseball. Why would we root for those guys?
exactly.
Okay. Moving on.
They got the cool slide, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Their
when they hit a
stadium.
homer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be
And
fun.
the mascot that goes down it.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah. It's
It-
not like being a bullpen catcher, but
It's
it's
real
still
neat.
pretty cool.
It's up there though.
It's real neat. You got one job. Sliding down the slide.
True.
Anything else we want to talk about with baseball other than it's about to start? And we are excited.
We have a special video for those of you who didn't watch it last year that will release on opening day.
I'm really excited to see the Flash and the people that he beats running around in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got that. He's a groundskeeper, right?
Yeah. something like that.
He's an ex-track star, and so he dresses up like
Did you not see that?
No.
so he dresses
I
up
got
like
you.
the
The Flash or
no the guy from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Dash.
No,
Smash.
the ice guy.
Frozone.
Yeah, he's in like a
Frozo.
speed suit.
Yeah, so he dresses like Frozo
Wait. He's fast and he dresses like Frozo?
because Frozo used to.
It's
like,
Frozone.
Frozone. He puts the ice down like skates really fast.
It's
And
not
so-
Frozo?
Y'all want to get Froyo after this?
Yeah. They didn't name him Froyo?
Yeah, what a mistake.
Anyways,
Huh.
they give they pick a fan and they give the fan
A head start.
like 10-second head start
Right.
around the
Around
running
the whole
track.
thing?
Around the track, so from left field to right field.
Yeah.
So they give him a head start, and then he takes off and passes
It
him.
burns him?
Uh-huh.
I'd
Or
like
her.
to see stats run that thing.
Burns him. This is the
Can
best
you show
one.
this so the fans can see as well, not just us?
That guy's moving.
There's no way. Okay, hold on.
Donkey's in the way.
So look how he's got a
Dude.
he's gaining on him. Look at this.
This
Is
is
that center field right there? Yep.
You're going into.
look at the guy.
He's on the outside as
Look
well. He's going to pass him on the
He's
outside
like,
corner.
I got this. No,
Oh.
Nope.
no.
Fell down on his face. Hey, guys, I got the race. I got the ball. I got the ball. Uh-oh.
And then he
He smelled him.
trips over himself.
Oh, crap.
Not good. Not good. Not
That would
good.
have been close if he wasn't celebrating. He might have won.
That is funny.
Man, I bet that dirt tastes pretty good.
Now that's a good idea for a 7th inning stretch.
That's quality.
Race,
I mean,
that
we
is-
got the dot race.
Dang,
Sheesh.
yeah, we got the stupid dot race.
Come on, man. What do you get?
I'll tell you what's better than the dot race. Stat guys in studio photos from a waterproof camera.
It's got a bunch of dots on there.
Lots of
Talk
dots.
about dots racing. They're everywhere.
All right,
so,
NBA.
Yay, baseball. We talked about baseball for 7 minutes.
Plenty of time. It's not even the season.
We actually love baseball. We really do. We're big fans. It's just off
spring,
season.
Spring training
Yeah,
is
Preseason
preseason.
baseball is the worst.
Ball rain. It's kind of like
NBA?
basketball.
preseason for football,
Oh
except that's not as boring.
no, I'm on the same page as Pepper. Like the whole season of basketball,
Yeah.
nothing really matters. We'll just get to playoffs.
I feel like that's a song.
And nothing else.
There it is.
Metallica?
No,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's what I was going with. I don't
Okay.
know.
So LeBron is out.
Not sure where he was going.
Well, so LA is pretty much
Yeah, they're
out.
done.
And
Dunzo.
they have said that they're probably going to start limiting LeBron's playing time.
His is his first time to miss not only the playoffs but the finals.
Did
Yeah.
the
8 years.
The Cavs made the playoffs his first year back?
It's yes, yeah. So he
Okay,
He went
swore
8
they
years
did.
in a row to
To
the
the-
finals.
right.
Yeah.
So
Uh-oh.
we just
Hey,
lost some.
But
and
Producers took
so
his headphones off.
so you know it's serious.
Here we go.
So
You need a Scandinavian swimmer to prep?
that was an affirmative. Oh, no hands.
Ball
no
hawk, baby.
hands.
Ball hawk.
you're gonna have to jump in the shot to get that, aren't you?
Two things. We catch with our heart, and we don't ever drop Scandinavian swimmers.
The pressure got to him. Hey, you can get that when we get
These
back
are
to your
from
seat.
Trader Joe's. These are organic. These are not cheap. Good catch.
In
Wow.
front of the camera.
he just wanted it to be seen.
Yeah, we just had to get it on video.
So anyway,
Voltron is watching the show. What's up?
What up?
Steve Van Gundy, he's an NBA analyst. He said that
Say his name again.
Steve Van Gundy,
I like it.
he's saying that LA should look into trading LeBron,
Whoa.
which would be interesting.
How long is LeBron signed for?
4 years.
That's the longest contract he's had in a decade.
His brother.
Yeah. And so we,
Agree.
yeah, I think that'd be funny.
I think they need one
He
more
wanted to go to LA so bad, and now
You get a taste of the West, huh?
I think he's hating it. He's never had to be in the West, and so he's finally realizing how hard it is to play there.
Because it's a more balanced game in the East. I think it.
Sure, I don't know that much.
I'm just trying to say things that make me sound smart. So
He
I'm
definitely
never-
Indubitably.
He didn't base his decision on pancakes.
That's dibble double.
That's the first mistake.
You always ask the first question. When you're thinking about going coast to coast, your first question is,
Am I good enough?
are the pancakes good?
Oh my goodness.
Are the pancakes good enough?
No, not that.
Sorry.
Yeah, your second
It's all right.
question is, am I good enough? First, it's, are the pancakes good enough? And then, am I good enough for the pancakes?
That's the real
And,
question.
There it
and
is.
then you can process the actual move appropriately. Maybe he didn't do that.
No, he didn't weigh the pancakes. Pancakes are pretty light.
Got to weigh the
so-
pancakes.
unless they're covered in syrup.
LA's got some pretty good pancakes, though, if I'm saying from experience.
I've had chicken and waffles there. Is that like pancakes?
No.
No.
It's different. Chicken and pancakes are different. Different food groups.
Chicken and pancakes with the squares in them. Different.
Yeah.
need
They're
waffles?
both edible.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So Golden State loses a 28-point lead to the Suns.
Sorry, 16.
Go Phoenix, baby.
Kevin Durant had 28 points before he went out with an ankle
Okay.
contusion.
Sorry.
So
Those
that's
contusions.
my fault.
Durant throws down 28, and then the Warriors still lose, but they lose by 16.
But no,
Dude.
no. They had a 16-point lead in the fourth quarter.
And then they
blew
called
it.
like 3,000
They blew the
timeouts.
lead. They
and
lost
won.
like 113 to 108, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got that right.
There you go. There it is. But they lost to a bad Suns team. The Suns have been beating good teams this season, though. I don't quite get it.
The Warriors.
What's going on over there, stat guy? You're an Arizona fan.
It's hot in the desert.
It is hot. They got
Some people
pancakes there?
you can't handle it.
They do have pancakes.
I mean, you
They
come
melt.
from Oakland, you can't handle the heat. If you can't handle the heat,
Stay out of Arizona.
Don't order the pancakes.
That one. I was thinking we were going with the kitchen since we're talking about food, but we went straight to Arizona.
Just say the whole Phoenix area. Just avoid it.
Kitchens in Arizona are hot.
Facts.
Are they hotter than the average kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Unless you have really, really good air conditioning. So if you live in like Scottsdale, then you're pretty much good.
What about an oven kitchen?
I think he's from the north.
since he plays on ice,
He
He's
has been
probably
really
okay.
hot.
well, I don't know.
In
Let's ask
order,
him.
He did jump in a fountain.
Hockey
did.
didn't even make
Hot
it.
people
to the
jump in
rundown.
fountains.
They do that, and he did it.
He
Therefore.
did it.
Do we have a picture of the "Not All Heroes Wear Capes" from San Antonio, and the hero that they don't deserve but they need?
Did he?
No.
I don't think he
I
caught.
sent you the video.
Did he ever
Okay.
catch the bat?
Oh, the video?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
He said picture.
So
Well,
how is he?
okay.
How
I'm
is he a
sorry, do
hero
we
if
have
he
the
didn't
video?
catch the bat?
Well,
Yes.
he tried.
He tried, and that's what really matters. Batman never
I
really
don't-
catches the Joker, and the San Antonio Coyote never really catches the bat.
Do you watch Batman?
And the guy,
Why do they have that? Why do they have the Coyote?
I don't know the Coyote.
All right, let's watch this thing.
I'll look it up.
So the Spurs have
They have a bat problem,
bat coyote.
There's a
So-
bat in the stadium.
which will be kind of hard to see on here. But look at Giannis. He's running away.
Just look in the corner of the
There's
screen.
bat. There it
real
is.
quick.
Oh,
No,
and
no!
here he comes.
I mean, the effort. Get this guy, sign this guy to a long-term deal.
4-year, $100 million.
Easy. I mean, this clip alone's got to be seen by. The rest of it's just the bat flying around. But
Okay.
But
But he went after it.
But the coyote, yeah. So the San Antonio Spurs mascot is a coyote. Now the coyote is wearing a Batman costume and has a net that he carries around to try to catch the bats. It's pretty funny.
Because
So
there's a
awesome.
legit bat problem.
Yeah, they actually have bats that are coming into the arena.
So they hired a
He's
mascot to try to catch the
it's a double. Killed two birds with one stone type thing.
So
Two
he's actually
bats with one stone.
That's
Come
phenomenal.
on, missed opportunity.
That is phenomenal.
he was
what happened?
introduced.
I missed a really.
He
good
said
chip.
two birds, one stone, instead of saying two bats, one stone.
He doesn't
Dang.
get
This is why,
comedy.
this is
That's
I
why
don't-
we
I don't
should
do
have
stand
ta-
up.
That's why we should have taken improv classes, guys.
It really
I
would have
don't
paid
know,
off.
man.
Seriously.
Right there. That would have been the dividends right there.
That's it.
The weeks of classes for this one joke a year into the show.
I'm gonna be honest. I've listened to the show a lot, and it's funny. I don't know the.
But how funny would that have been?
That would have been next level.
We could have been top charts.
Meh,
Honestly,
Close.
maybe.
I really want
Maybe.
to talk about this Dirk comment because I love it.
I'm sorry. Kevin Lasberg wants Stat Guy to finish. That's all caps.
oh,
What
I was
do
going to tell you the coyote was first introduced to the public in San Antonio on April 13th, 1983. He's known for his slapstick comedy routine, including No Talking Yet, Sir, impromptu interactions with the game officials during timeouts, rehearsal skits, and dance numbers with the Silver Dancers, as well as he's known for his trick-filled antics such as riding a unicycle, pulling his eyes off, dribbling with the ball with his feet, or spinning the ball with a pen. Yes.
All right.
Is he a real coyote?
Fact, he is not.
Okay.
He is a mascot coyote.
Would that be cooler if he was a real coyote?
Is he a
I
replica?
think more people
of-
would be dying.
Is he a replica of? I don't
Wild
think
E?
coyotes eat people.
They might. I
I
mean,
think they do.
if they're inside a stadium with a lot of people.
If they're hungry enough.
Okay. Never mind. Questions irrelevant. Kevin Lasberg is satisfied with that response, so you're welcome.
But what's
you,
next?
Kevin. Dirk.
But what's next?
Dirk's next.
Dirk Nowitzki takes to the rundown said that he was coming after social media. He's not. On social media, he's coming after the way that guys are treating social media as a part of the NBA and saying it's no longer about winning. It's now about likes on posts, interaction, followers, and basically the fame that you have on social media because of your platform and the tank top and the cool shoes you put on and go out and play basketball on a nightly basis.
Everybody's more about their brand.
Absolutely. That's the world. Welcome to the 21st century.
Yeah.
And the clothes that they wear to a post-game interview.
Big baller brand baby.
Ugh.
That's I mean the world has shifted into everybody has a brand. Period. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, and anybody can hustle their way, to the top, so to speak, in this game that we play. And those guys have obviously a significant advantage because they're in front of a lot of people and they're very popular. But at the same time, maybe he's onto something, that it's no longer like your main thing isn't your main thing anymore. Is that true?
Yeah, I do think that plays a pretty big role.
You need to have another income via sponsorship deal. I mean, that just wasn't a thing back in the day.
Well,
I mean, your big name players had sponsors.
Yeah, they had commercial deals and stuff like that, but this is just it's a whole new level of here's the great thing. Like, everybody has the ability to do a side hustle. That's why we're sitting in the room. Like, that's what we are in efforts of doing. Like, we are creating a side hustle for us.
This is my full-time job. I don't know what you're talking about.
Full-time hustle from this side of the table, baby.
Agreed that we were quitting.
Well, we have a meeting after this to talk about a couple things.
But you're correct.
Yeah, so like everybody has the opportunity to create a side hustle now, which is phenomenal. And those guys have that opportunity, but at the same time has that created another monster inside not just the NBA, but also like MLB came out at one point. Who came out and said like Mike Trout needs to work on his brand, and Mike's like, I'm a center fielder.
That was the commissioner.
The commission, yeah, that's who I thought it was, but I wasn't totally sure. So Commish comes out and says Mike Trout needs to work on his brand, and Mike didn't even respond to it because he's a center fielder.
Yeah,
and it's like,
but I think the interesting part about all this is probably the biggest brand to ever come from an athlete was way before social media was even a thing, and it was Michael Jordan in the Air Jordans.
Agreed.
It's like everybody's putting all their emphasis on social media when just play good. Or
Imagine what could happen.
Grammar.
If you do that.
Grammar. That exists.
Yeah. No, if these guys would focus on winning, their brain can come from that. And, I don't know. I think when you're an athlete, that, your focus should be on winning games, not how much money you can necessarily make for that contract. Like, everyone's trying to leverage themselves and their brand for a contract and say, no, actually show that you can play. Once you show you can play, then you can leverage a lot.
If you're not a diva, you're good at the game, you will get paid.
Yes.
True.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, that idea of
you have one job.
Yeah.
There it is.
But not only that, even inside the idea of social media, like if you have a quality product, which if you're an athlete, like then your craft that you are, like your ability to play to win and to be a team player, what you bring to the table with your team, wins and losses and all that kind of stuff, like what you bring to the table is like quality for you. And if you do that well, then it feeds not only the contracts you get, but it also feeds the social media aspect and everything that goes around it. And so it's one of those, and it's like it's the reverse engineering of like, if I just I'm gonna focus on doing this good or doing this well, like I'm gonna do the best I can with this thing and make a quality product. And then they have already, like, it's a phenomenal marketing system for them because you're in front of millions of people on almost a daily basis. And so, like you said, like all you got to do is walk out and have a quality product.
Yep.
Like that's marketing 101. Quality product and then stick it in front of millions of people. Done.
Yeah.
They're doing half the work for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just focus
the
on the other side. And so Dirk may be onto something, and that's a guy that has had a long, lustrous career in one place. The dude's from Germany, and Dallas loves him. Dallas. It's in the middle of Texas, for Pete's sake. Like, how many Germans do we as Texans go, please come here and hang out with us for 2 decades and let us pay you millions of dollars and we're going to root for you, other than Shinerbach beer?
How many?
Shiner was a Germantown.
Yeah, it is.
You knew that because you're a beer guy.
Spetzel Brewery.
Hey, come on. So, well, regardless,
But take it from a guy who knows how to do it, right? Taking less money, staying with a team who has really, I mean, yes, we won a championship with him, which I forget about sometimes.
Against who?
LeBron.
There it is.
LeBron.
If
you got one job.
As it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, ah, he's gonna be mad. But for real, like a guy he's played with good teammates. I mean, when he first came in, and it was him and Nash, and we had a solid team. I mean, there's a handful of other names that were great, and he played with a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
like good teams. I mean, obviously the Mavericks, but good teammates.
Yeah, they had a makeup of
Yes.
5 guys that were really good.
But also has stuck through the really ugly moments of it.
Yeah, he has been a golden boy in Dallas, like and for good reasons.
Yep.
I mean, he's got blonde hair, so that fits, and he's like you said, he's been through the ups and downs, and he's stuck it out, and we love him for it.
The problem is he's almost like the Mike Trout of the NBA. Like in 10 years, even now, he's still not getting like D Wade's retirement festival is up here, and Dirk's is like who?
Yeah,
It's in not to say that he's better than Dwayne Wade, but
I'll say it. He's better than Dwayne Wade. No, I'm just kidding. He's not.
I mean, it's two totally
He did beat
different
Dwayne Wade.
positions.
dude, you see Dwayne Wade pull a 5-pump fake the other day.
Yes.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he was playing, but it was like fake, 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 and it's in. It was ridiculous. Like, talk about a guy schooling the kids.
Yeah.
Where's the ball at? Oh, it's in the goal. So
Quick
Hey,
tangent case. Green Arrow 2302 wants me to ask you if you miss track. We're on spring break right now.
If you miss
No.
track,
Okay.
he says
Hey,
I do not.
Tyson Rose bringing up Mahomes was in Dallas today, and he was shooting three, or was it last night? Maybe it was last night. But he was shooting threes with Dirk.
Oh, nice.
Pretty sweet.
I'm surprised he didn't get in trouble for that. Last time he played basketball, they got mad at him and said, "Don't touch another basketball or a court at all."
Yeah.
I miss hanging out with our track athletes, if that's what you're asking me. I don't miss freezing my tushkins off, the old keister outside in the mornings for morning track. I hate that.
What about Scorsese?
Tyson also brought up the fact that there is an odd amount of German heritage in North Texas, which is true. I was just trying to make a point that Dirk isn't the norm Texas hero. He's not Willie Nelson.
Much less basketball.
Yeah,
How does the quote go about the hero we need?
not the one we deserve, but the one we need.
That's Dirk.
There he is.
There he is.
Thank you.
Dirk actually, you know what? And that's a good point. Like, Dirk is in the middle of a place that's kind of been like, we've had a lot of turmoil between the players that we've had over the years, the organizations we've had over the years, and just the different things that have happened. Some success, a lot of not success, and the fact that he's been a staple in the city. And just hats off to you, Dirk, as you make your farewell tour around the league this year.
He's a good guy.
And
Well, he hasn't said it's his last
Yeah,
season.
he hasn't, but
But he said everyone else has made that decision for him.
fine. However long you play, we're still going to be fans. We think you're great. And even him saying what he said, it wasn't like super derogatory. He came in and said, "Man, I feel like it's not about winning anymore. This is how it feels right now." And those aren't like, he didn't walk out and be like, bunch of LeBrons. What happened?
What a classy turkey sandwich.
What just happened?
Tyson Lenarose. Dirk is the superstar the Cowboys need, actually.
Amen.
Cowboys need something.
he's right in that
Amen.
prime zone, like past his prime.
No,
Watch-
that's for Texas Rangers.
True.
Are you kidding me right now? Jason Witten just came back.
Maybe that's just Dallas's MO.
Jason Witten came back, and there was a legitimate thought that DeMarcus Ware might come back. And then somebody said Tony. Like, just that's the way our city operates. They're
I'll
like,
take it.
well,
I'll take that.
has
I'll take
anybody
that,
seen
dude.
Emmett lately? Didn't he win a dance contest 8 years ago? He's probably still in shape.
Dion's still running 40s, right?
Dude, Dion.
Dion's still running 40s.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Do we have to talk about NCAA?
Just
No,
briefly.
we don't. There
But
is
we
a
do-
tournament coming up.
Yeah. So the conference championships are this week. So that's leading up to Selection Sunday. Which,
Tech has won the conference.
When can you select your bracket by?
so after Selection Sunday.
So,
So what? Because they don't have rankings
We don't
out
know
yet.
who's going to be in.
So you have like 24 hours or 40. I don't know. You don't have very long, but
it's a short window. After the 17th, they open the 17th
and it's
on when.
and the tournament starts the 19th.
Okay, so if not today, but as of, I guess next Monday will
Yeah,
be too late.
18th.
Yeah. So that's why we got to mention
So
it today.
yeah, this
You can
week,
go ahead and sign up.
this week we are going to put in our feed the link to all feeds that we have. So on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, all those will have a link to the Bushy brackets for our NCAA college pick'ems thing, and so our tournament, you know what we're talking about. We've got a bushy package that we're gonna put together for the winner and send out to you. So it's gonna be cool. It's not gonna be like $1,000, but it'll be a sweet package, better than what we gave out last year because we gave away a sweater,
T-shirt,
a koozie,
a T-shirt, and a koozie, which was cool. But
a
it's
nice
gonna
shirt.
be it's gonna be
Who won?
one of your buddies.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I never sent it to him.
Yeah.
Oops. We will send it this
Actually,
No,
year.
I'll
don't
send
say
you this
that. We sent it to him.
No, so it'll be a package
Dang
of
it,
things that
doctor.
we're putting together for the winner. So you can go as soon as it opens up. You can go ahead and register now. That link will go up in the next 24 hours where you can actually click and go. So you can go actually sign up, all that kind of stuff, and then after the 17th, I guess that night or whenever it opens, you'll be able to actually pick your stuff. I think we can probably send a mass email when you do sign up for that. Hey, you can go ahead and pick your tournament slots. So
So go ahead and register.
yeah, go ahead and register now. Like I said, the links will be on Facebook. They'll be on YouTube. They'll be on BL Sports Show. If you're not following us there, please go there. iTunes as well. Episodes will drop. I don't know if we'll have the link in that or not because I don't know if we have the ability to do that. Produce could answer that question. So anything else we got to add? No, great. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Bush League Sports Show, the best Be Red Sports Show, live on Facebook and YouTube every Monday night at 8:45. If you haven't caught us on iTunes yet, go legit. This is a legit request. I want you to go. I want you to subscribe, and I want you to leave a review. Download the first episode. It's a phenomenal way to listen to something on your way to work or on your way home or when you're at work and you got headphones on. Great way to catch back up if you missed the show. You can also catch us on YouTube, watch the rerun, or Facebook. Like, share, comment, heart buttons, anything you want to put on there is a bonus for us and for you as we continue to provide a place for fans to talk about sports and to share their opinions. Thanks so much for all the love tonight. Thanks for joining us. These pictures will be up as soon as the site is up for purchase. Signed copies of the in-studio, signed, framed, in-studio
Personal message
from Stat Guy.
Yeah.
quality.